Hello, greetings, this is Gilles Mancion. I wanted to come and say hello to wish you a wonderful day on this first day of spring. We have a beautiful day today. I'm going to pull out 12 cards and the 13th for the result for the 3 months coming up to see a little bit, to go through all the aspects of consciousness that we may have. I've got all kinds of flying cards here. I got the Devil's Play, I got the Rejoicer, and I got the card of Growth that escaped. So those will... So in many sense, we're going to be moving into a very liberating time if we're ready for that, and we're ready or not, it is coming. So be ready for miracle, for good things to happen in life. For the more ready we are for those things that we are seeking, the faster they will come to us. And readiness is something very deep. It's not a mental access. Say, well, yeah, I'm ready, but we have to be prepared for exactly what we have been asking for. And so be patient with yourself. Be kind to yourself always. And kind to others as well. For the more we are able to minister love to ourselves, the more we'll see the necessity of ministering love and light in the outside world as well. So in Aries first, for all the Aries, but for more specifically, but for everyone, it is the potential. And what is the potential? It is the moon. It is passing through this dark night of the soul and emerging back into the light. So it is about... understanding the moon is but the reflection of the sun, but it is guiding us slowly but surely towards awakening. So it is the moon is asking a little bit of patience and caution and discrimination. Then in Taurus, for specifically for the Taurus, but for everyone else, this is what we possess. And here we have. It is a card that's called negativity, which is the ability to overcome negativity, to not allow ourselves to be distracted by all those things that come from the... So all those things are present to be liberated, and once we... The way to go about that is synergy, is to understand there is no bad or good or dark or light. Everything is one from the highest point of view. Yet to discover that true light, we need to discriminate. Yet we have to trust that once, if you surround anything to the whole of light, things will find the true place. The main thing is because of that situation, we do not want to create negative expectations. So it is very important to release the past and to the earth, to the creator, to the universe, and then ask what is my highest potential. Please manifest it for me. Show me the way. That is always a good thing to ask God and the spirits and the universe. Please show me the way, and then follow that. And so then we move into Gemini, which is a mental planes, the planes of mental activity, the traveling and all that things that are going through our mind. And here for those 3 months, we're going to be discovering new power. It is Mercury, it is the magician, it is, in many sense, the mental mind can be a trickster. It can fool us into believing all kinds of things. For Hermes is a trickster. But once we move into higher planes of consciousness, we're more integrated, we do not let ourselves be distracted by the shadows. Then at this point, Mercury becomes the messenger of the sun. It is he is the interpreter of that which is the new energies coming from the sun. And the sun is the soul aspect of who we are. We may be human beings on the earth, but our true nature is solar. It is the light. It is the fire of the soul. And the sun is the guardian of the collective soul of all that lives in this solar system. Then we move into Cancer, so specifically for the Cancers, but for everyone else, it is the inner world, it is the home, the environment, the immediate environment, and here we have the card of oppression. So it is important to liberate ourselves from every sort of oppression. There is no victim. If something is not, we cannot allow ourselves to be oppressed any longer. So we have to react, and as we react, we find enlightenment, we find true power, we find the power of source, the power of the divine power of putting our hands on the light and opening up all kinds of new possibility from within the home environment. And so there'll be a great deal of power and understanding with both the magician and those two energies will bring a lot of joy and empowerment into our life. But we do, like I said, we didn't want to allow ourselves to be distracted by the old, and also otherwise we're no longer available to experience that. Then we move into Leo, which is specifically for the Leos, but for everyone else it is the heart, it is the creative potential, that which we desire in many sense to fulfill. that come from the heart. And here we have the Three of Words. So it is about being nurturing. It's about nurturing ourselves. It's about being. It's about the ability to give, to minister love to ourselves, and so we can minister this love and light around us. And so it is. This card also says that every day, in every way, I have to get better and better. So every day we have to work on ourselves, which leads us to Virgo, which is how we nourish ourselves materially and spiritually. So specifically for all the Virgos, but for everyone else, it is how we nourish ourselves. And here we have the Eight of Worlds. So what we're nourishing ourselves is the change, is the ability of trusting the change of the season. Everything in nature is perfect, perfectly ordered. All those contrasts within the nature is completely wanted. It has been organized like that. And so we accept the change. We accept summer. We accept the spring that is now. And we're working towards the summer. What we see in Libra, which is specifically for the Libra, but for everyone else, it is a social and all of the interpersonal relationship aspect. And here we have the card of success. So it's about inner and outer success, when all the planets are working together to manifest this inner wealth. For success is about inner wealth, outer wealth as well. But outer wealth means nothing if our heart is not in peace. Is not so the peace of heart is creating this true wealth and abundance of well-being. And from there, all kinds of other external abundance aspect will manifest. What comes from deep within the subconscious, so specifically for the Scorpio, but for everyone else, will come in those next 3 months. So deep within is the feeling of ecstasy. So it is quite wonderful when love comes from deep within your heart. It's such a magnificent experience. So it is about, of course, it is very difficult to stay in that ecstatic state, but enjoy all those moments and know that it can become a permanent state of well-being. Then specifically for the Sagittarius, but for everyone else, it is the laws, the concerns, the philosophies that we have for those months, and this will be the master of world, which is here it's called the master. It is the harvest. It is the ability of harvesting harvesting our life. It is all the goods of life. It is about becoming the master of obstacle, to be able to use matter in a healthy and abundant way. Then from Capricorn, and Capricorn is the mother, the goat Amalthea, that was the mother that gave the milk to Zeus originally. So it is the great mother. It is, and for the Capricorn specifically, as Capricorn are very they need to achieve goal, they climb the mountains. And so, for everyone else, what comes from the universe. And here we have the harvest, which is in essence, the harvest will come in the summer, but we can already harvest. The harvest is already offered, which is the result of the work. Everything that's been cultivated will be sooner or later we harvest the fruits of our work. What we see specifically for the Aquarius, but for everyone else, is hope, dreams, and our dreams, our friends in Aquarius. And here we have the Fool. It is the quantum leap. It is the ability to be free of fear and to move into anything. So it is very important. There's a great deal of freedom that will be coming from that ability of dreaming this freedom, and the ability to make quantum leap within our mind. For those things will definitely change our whole life. To get out of the box. For Aquarius is outside of the box. It is very much what we need to come out of the box of the Piscean age to move into the Aquarian age. And then in Pisces, which is what is true for everyone, is the karma, but more specifically for all Pisces this month, but for everyone else it is the result, it is the karma. And here we have the Lord of Knowledge, we have the Hierophant, we have here it is the Buddha, the Lord Buddha, planetary logo, and there's the strength of the elephant, and there is it is the mastery of knowledge. It's about finding your own truth and knowledge, but also being open to wisdom guide, to people, to people that have wisdom to share, so that you can follow whatever way, spiritual way, feels right to you. There is nothing. The only thing that can be right if it feels right to you. If it doesn't feel right for you, it is not for you. There is other ways to go about it that will feel good. And the outcome to this whole process, those 3 months, the key is passion. It is the ability to find yourself satiated, to feel yourself fulfilled beyond your wildest dreams, the ability to hold passion within reason, yet to be in a pure receptive state where life can just take care of you in every possible way. For if we have disconnected ourselves from our sources, create suffering, and that's the only thing that creates the suffering, is the separation from the eternal light of source. And so as we reconnect to that light, we call on that light, we invoke that light, then we find true satisfaction in this reunion with our true self. Well, I hope this video was interesting for you. This painting behind me, I thought I would comment very briefly. It's one of the first that I did on this is number one of that series with 120 planets. All those, we believe that there's 10 planets in the solar system, yet there are hundreds of thousands of planets that are significant. We know a few thousands of them. Some of them are too far away, some of them are invisible because they moved beyond the realm of matter. But many of those small planets, the asteroid belt and the trans-Neptunian planet, are very, very powerful in astrology, and they all have consciousness attached to them. This consciousness can be discovered through the realization of the symbol that represents the planet. As you connect to that symbol, know that it's connecting to a higher consciousness. And if you can unlock the symbol and connect to that consciousness, you will find a doorway that will lead you to some understanding. And so this painting is quite magical. There's a lot of things to it. Maybe I will someday go into more detailed explanation about all those. Maybe I can get it a little bit more. We have Neptune over there, Jupiter and some of its moon, Pluto on the bottom. I hope my camera got some of those. Well, I wish you a wonderful day. Do not hesitate to leave a comment, or if you have I do those videos not for me to reassure myself in terms of my belief. I do that to communicate and share on those platforms, those ideas on spiritual psychology. But if you have any content that you would like me to speak, since I'm doing this a bit for my audience as well, I would like to do not hesitate to leave me a message. If there is something you wish me to address, I will do my best to propose some kind of view about whatever you may be maybe whatever question or subject, I will do my best to address it. I wish you a wonderful day. I hope this message was interesting for you, and a wonderful spring coming today. Namaste.